Hi folks, and welcome to the Money Mental UK YouTube channel. I'm your host Andrew. I'm a part-time eBay and depop reseller and a mental health advocate. And today it's the return of my regular series, my regular Reseller Accountability series, where I basically try and list at least 10 items a day just to keep my store ticking over, keep the money rolling in and making sure I'm actually listing stuff. I've actually done more than 10 items today. I've done 22 in total because this week I've definitely got at least a couple of days where I can't list. So I need to, try and list more stuff if I can to make up for that because that's what I'm doing now. So yeah, I also thought I've got a bit fed up of listing clothes of late. I've listed lots of clothes. I wanted to list something different, so listed a few items of clothing here, but the majority of it is not clothing stuff. It's stuff that I picked up in the charity shops or the car boot sale recently, or a couple of accessories, things that I've had. Most of it you'll have seen from haul videos anyway, if you've watched the reminder content. But yeah, usual format. Tell you what I've got, what I listed it for, what I've listed it for that much, etc. Maybe a bit about the item, why I picked it up in the first place. So yeah, we'll start off with this Microsoft Surface keyboard. It is not the one on the cover, unfortunately. It's not a Type Cover 2 with backlighting. It's a cheaper Microsoft keyboard. Microsoft Touch, I think, is the one. If it was the one with the backlight, etc., it'd be about 30 odd quid. Because it's the cheaper one, £16.95 I've listed this for, and I think I paid about 4 quid for it in the charity shop. Probably wasn't the best purchase, to be honest, but it wasn't what I thought it was. Sometimes that happens. So yeah, that's gone on. Should hopefully achieve close to the 15 quid mark for that. Item of clothing next. Picked this up from the rag mill for £1. Hopefully seen it in one of my recent haul videos. It's this Mickey Mouse Walt Disney World by Haynes sweatshirt. Mickey on the front and back. Got fairly high on this. I've listed it for £24.95 because it's quite a rare piece. I saw one of the one that was listed for 30 quid. Seems to have disappeared now, so I'm assuming that's sold somewhere else. It's not on eBay, on sold or anything like that. So yeah, I've listed that for £24.95. All my prices are free shipping as well. I listed a couple of handbags that came as part of my vintage 20 kilo haul from Vault Vintage. These are not particularly great or expensive handbags, but listed this faux leather one by Chantal. It's not a particularly big brand, I don't think, but I've listed it for £9.95 free shipping, and hopefully we'll get something close to that. Anything above 6 quid I'd be happy. There's this little dupe bag which probably would be worth about up to 15 quid, but unfortunately the leather is damaged on it. It's in grade B condition, so I've listed it for £9.95. No idea if that'll sell, but again, anything 6 quid or more, I'll be happy enough with that, just to get a little bit of money in and get that out the door. I think there's only 3 more items of clothing. There is this, I don't think I actually showed this on a whole video, but it's this lovely vintage 80s Gabici sweater. It's got a nice Gabici hit on it down there. Don't know if that'll come through. I'm on a new camera because the old one broke, so I bought a camera for £3 in the charity shop today. We had this Gabici jumper, nice salmon colour, nice patches, etc. going down it. I think I paid £3.50 in a charity shop for that. I've listed that for 30 because I've sold Gabici jumpers for around that price before on Depop. So I listed both on eBay and Depop. We'll see how that goes. Hopefully it should be at least 20 quid in that. And this is something I need to list on Facebook actually, in a relevant group. I've not got round to it yet. I've gone high on this as well actually. It's this really boxy fit vintage sort of 90s Yamaha snowmobile sweatshirt. I might have shown it on the video actually, I'm not sure. This was £3. in a charity shop. Size XL. I've actually listed that for 40 quid, which is quite high, but I've seen people paying that kind of money for those rare, unique graphics, so there's nothing else like that out there. Another item I've listed, again, probably slightly high, £24.95, is this Constellation made in England leather bag. Probably got a little high on it, because it is missing the carrying strap, and there's a little bit of damage to some of the leather there, but it's in really good condition it inside, and you know, it is a nice case. It cost me £2.50 in the charity shop. Listed it for £24.95. I'd be happy with anything over 15 quid for it. A couple more pieces of clothing. Pair of Lee Luke jeans, 31 waist, 32 leg, but the leg's actually more like a 31 when I measured it. Again, these came in the same haul as the bags. This costs, so you know, about a 20 kilo haul will cost not a lot, and they've gone on for £19.95 free shipping, and should achieve close to that. And this was in that haul as well, although it's not a vintage item, but it looks it. I can understand why people think it might be. It's this like flannel. It's more like a flannel jacket rather than a shirt. It's definitely an overshirt. It's got faux leather lining, these duffel fasteners. So you look at it and think, oh, that's a pretty cool vintage piece, but actually it's Denim Co, which I think is Primark. It's made in China as well. I don't think it's particularly a vintage piece, but I banged it on for a tenner. So I think somebody will like that. It is quite nice. If you like that kind of style. And that was all of the clothing actually. In terms of other stuff, this tummy ache vintage games from 1983, made in Britain. I put this on for £14.95 free shipping. I had to make up a price on it really, because there isn't anything else like that around. But there are other different year versions of the game that have gone for 10 to 12 quid, so I've gone just slightly higher than that. I've got this wine opener. It's a commercial one from a bar. This was in a charity shop. I paid 7 quid for it. I've listed this high. There was another one listed actually for about 25 or 30 quid, but I reckon this could go for close to the 40 mark. You know, when that other one sells, they don't come on the market very often. So I've listed this for £39.95. I know that one sold for around the 35 or 30 mark before, so I'm hoping to achieve a decent price for that. What else have we got? We've got a Stein, a German Stein. I think it probably is West German, but it doesn't say that on it, so I haven't put that in the description. It's by Gers of Germany. It's got this Bibrach on it and this nice picture of what I presume is Bibrach. It's in pretty good condition really. It's nice, heavy. Picked this up at the car boot on Saturday, paid 2 quid for it, and I've listed that for £19.95 because there isn't anything like that of that particular design listed at the minute, so I'm hoping some collector will want to pick that up. Listed some books. Which I got as part of a book bundle. Getting the car boot the weekend, but I picked up a box of books. I only wanted one book from this box. I was so hungover I couldn't communicate properly, and I was like asking for a price. So that, you know, how much are your books? And he's like, oh, for the old box it's a tenner. So I ended up buying this whole box of books that I didn't really want because the condition on most of them isn't great. So I've got loads of books that just like need disposing of really, and there's nothing particularly stand out in it really, but I paid a tenner for this haul of books, and you know, I've listed some good value from it, but I probably won't make much more than me tenner back in reality, after shipping fees, etc. First item I've listed is this St Michael Motorsports book. It's from 1980. It's a pretty 1980 or 1990, one of the two. It's a pretty vintage book. Yeah, 1980. It might appeal to a motorsport enthusiast. There's a few copies about, none that have really sold that I could see, but it is pretty rare. So I've put it on for £9.95 free shipping, and we'll see how we get on with it. Another book that's on for £9.95, which is about on the money, is this Yamaha book, Haynes Owner's Workshop Manual, that was in it. Just got right for the right buyer to come along to buy that, but that should pretty much go for close to it. So when that sells, I'll probably get nearly half the price of the books back. A couple of Tom and Jerry annuals. There are loads of annuals in there, but they weren't all in very good condition, so I've only listed the ones that are actually in decent condition. I might bundle the rest and put them on an auction at some point, or I buy it now. But yeah, I've bundled these together. Tom and Jerry 1979 and 1980 annual. They go for about £4 or £5 each. Well, actually that goes for about £6 and that goes for about 4 or 5. So I bundled them together for a tenner, and we'll see how that goes. This is another one that has managed to sell for a tenner. Superman annual 1982. Condition is probably just over acceptable on this. It's not the greatest, but it's okay. I've listed it for £9.95. Hopefully get close to that. This one is actually sold for £12.49 from World of Books. Looking at their history, they sold one a couple of months ago for that price, so I've listed this for £11.95. It's a battle game, book 5, fighting ships. It might hang about for a while, but I reckon I could probably get close to a tenner for that. So like I say, I should have crossed these books when they go, make me money back and a little bit of profit, but nothing huge. One book that I have gone for quite a high price on, compared to what it's sold for, is this He-Man Masters of the Universe. Now this is the book that I actually wanted from the haul, and I was like, you know, I would have happily paid 50p or £1 for it, because it's a cool book. It's in good condition, good annual. It's 1989 annual. I've actually listed this for £24.95 because there's only one other copy listed at the moment, which is up for £30. So given its rarity, even though I think some have sold for about 10-12 quid, given that, like, you know, if you want it, you've either got to pay 30 quid to somebody else or 25 to me. I've basically gone for that £24.95 price, and we'll see how we get on with it. I'd be happy if I got 15 quid for it, to be honest, but yeah, we'll see how it gets on. Just like I say, it's only one of the listing at the moment, so may as well aim high, see what happens. Another book I've listed for £24.95, which came from the charity shop today. Bought this, went to the charity shop to buy this web camera for £3 because needed one, and while I was there I picked up 4 things. Oh no, sorry, I picked up 3 things. One of them I listed that I picked up the other week, so I'll tell a lie, I picked up 3 things. First thing I picked up is this Zoo Animals Behaviour Management and Welfare textbook. It's from the University of Chester Library, second edition. It cost £1.50, and these are selling used for about the 25 mark, so I've listed that for £24.95. Item that I didn't pick up today, picked up the other week, it's this Star Trek heat changing mug from 1992. Got a Klingon bird of prey that comes on when you put hot water in it. Pretty rare mug. There's no other ones of this type listed here in the UK. There are a couple in the US. So I put this on for $19.95, free shipping, just on the basis of rarity. We'll see how it goes on. It cost me 50p. And then two of the mugs I picked up. Picked up this one's sort of cool. It's a Falkland Islands mug with a seal on it and sort of weird sort of studio pottery, sort of stoneware sort of look to it. It was 50p. There's nothing like this sold. There is a similar one to this but with penguins on, currently listed for $12.95. I've listed this for $11.95 and we'll see how it gets on really. But yeah, it's 50p. I thought it was pretty cool. Give it a try. And I paid £1.20 for this bad boy. Big mug. Now the only reason I looked at this was because it said it's made by Kilncraft on the bottom. I know they're a good brand to look out for. They're on my list of things to look out for. So I did a bit of research on this while I was in the charity shop, which is rare for me. I only just grab stuff and don't bother looking it up until I get home. But I looked it up because I don't really know what I'm doing. And the same mug as this is sold for £25 plus shipping fairly recently. So it was £1.20. So I thought £1.20. If somebody's paid 25 for it, there's another one that sold on bids for £8 plus shipping. So reasonably happy that my money's safe in it with £1.20. So I've listed this one. There are a couple of others listed at the minute. Again, they're listed for 25 plus shipping. So I've just listed mine for £24.95 free shipping, coming just below that £25 price mark. So if anybody's looking for a sort of mug of this type and it's got a max price in mind of £25, mine will be the one that comes up. That's me thinking. So yeah, that was pretty cool really. Actually, got 2-3 items there for the charity shop that I've spent like less than £3 on, that I've listed for over 60 quid while I was there getting me webcam. So yeah, really pleased with that. Good effort today. 22 items listed, over 400 quid's worth of stock's gone on. So yeah, really pleased with the effort. Anyway, thanks for watching, folks. I'm not sure if there'll be another. I think the next episode of this will come out. It might be Wednesday, it might be Thursday, because like I say, I've got some things going on this week, and the dog's not 100% at the minute, so a lot of stuff to focus on. But that's why I've listed 20 odd items today. Anyway, see you soon. Bye for now.